dark. It's in the shade and the sun's really bright, so part and parcel of being morning. So maybe you can read that, I don't know. All the clans. King of Cairns, eh? Treaty, yeah. Treaty, yeah. Look at all the birdies. Hey, look at all the birds. Sitting there, eating their little feed as the tide goes out. There's all these birds. Pretty deserted here this morning. Cafe there. This is War Memorial stuff here. I know it's the Olympic game thing. The big torch sort of stuff. That's the city. Main city. I know why people say, oh, it's how this episode, and like, nah, it can't be that episode. I look, there's a pelican. See the pelican? That's a fish I throw it at him, but I don't know that. There's a time of day where they all gather here, and so someone throws fish at them or something. Someone throws fish to them or takes photos of them or something. It was like 20 years the other time I came. You do get a good amount of them here. Hey?
Just to show you how long it sinks it's up you down there.
If you time it just right, there's a whole bunch of them there.
Okay.
Yeah, we got all that over there.
You walk this way.
That way it's just the park. This big monstrosity, I don't know what the hell they're supposed to call that. I'd call it a waste of money myself. But anyway. Citizens of the Great Barrier Reef. The only thing I see there is a stingray, that's it. See any fish, see any bird life, coral. That's it from the other side. Just waves and stuff. Probably cost them $40,000 for the artist and probably $2,000 to build it. There's another blob of that stuff. What that stuff is. Could be a jellyfish going to come up the shore, I don't know, but it looks weird. It really does. So we got a big parkland here. We got all the barbecues. They've all got different names. All along there, there's Barbies down there. Over near that yellow thing, there's Barbies. Barbecues down there.
The dead stingray.
Oh look, there's a dead stingray. It's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Looks like a huge condom. Eh? You gotta drop that bit.
I was gonna say, yeah, man, what would you do? A fucking elephant cup?
Yeah, probably. There's some fish down there. See them flashing in the sun?
Oh, you see something over there? Being chased. It's splashed.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I remember the camera might have got it, I didn't.
There you go. No, it's still going, man. Keep at it. See the little disturbance just under the
Yeah.
water? There you go. Another thing. Make it splash. Oh.
There's some
Nice.
bigger little ones out there. We're at Palm Cove, and these two stingrays come out of the water and belly slapped each other. Went back in the water. Well, love to have got that on camera. It's been fantastic. And there's the lagoon. See the lovely water. It was cracking at one stage because they built part of it on the land and part of it on the sand, so the sand washes away and cracks. The sand's not stable. Hey? Oh, it's alright, it's not water and stuff, but I wouldn't drink it. Certainly don't want to drink it. MJ caught a pretty good fish yesterday.
Oh, yeah, what did you catch?
Silver, I think it was jungle perch, something like that.
Yeah.
We were down in freshwater, freshwater swimming hole. We were down there and we threw some bread in because it looked like there was nothing there at all. Not a thing. He threw some bread in and all these fish came up. And there were some big ones, you know, fair sized ones. And like he started getting excited and yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
He started getting excited and stuff, and I'm like, yeah. And then he threw out, he kept, you know, throwing out bread. And these fish, he caught this perch this big. Perch this big.
Big fish in Ireland.
I'm like, wow, that's amazing. You know, and everyone around was amazed. Because, I look at this musky. Look at this crab. Look at mud crabs. Yeah, mud crabs. They're not big. They're not even legal, but they're bigger than the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, because there was only the tiny ones around. And there was an eel around, so there was this eel there and he's trying to crush get this eel. Then these fish kept coming up, like putting their whole faces out of the water. I'm like, sweet. Putting their whole faces out, and then he hooked onto this one. He goes, I'm on. I'm like, well, reel it in. What are you doing? You know? He's like, oh, I don't want to. I'm like, let's do it. You catch a fish, you don't just leave it hanging. You know? You bring it in and all that sort of stuff. And we get it home. It's still alive. not even in the water, still alive when we get home.
Yeah.
He puts it in a bucket with water, and then he doesn't want to kill it. He wants to keep it as a pet. I said, look mate, keep it as a pet, it's going to die, it's going to go off, and it's going to stink.
Yeah.
Stink really badly, you know, like all the other fish he's caught. So he said, oh, I don't want to do it though. And I'm like, well, I'll do it then. So I killed it and gutted it.
Yeah.
I was surprised how big it was. It was good. Good fishing. And he caught a mangrove jacket red lynch.
Yeah.
But it wasn't big enough to be of any good. Definitely plenty of fish there.
Another jellyfish.
Flashing away. No, little like stingray fish, sardines, I think.
Oh yeah, that was another jellyfish.
There's a little
popping up and down.
Cone thing moving along the ground.
Oh yeah.
Definitely a lot of life there. Yeah, that's what those things are. Upturned jellyfish. There's another crabby. Good sized fishies. Yeah. More life here than there is in most places. Even
I
at
don't
the
go take a
beaches there
holiday in
seems to be
Tasmania,
less.
man. It'll blow your mind.
Even in up at Palm Cove there's less. There's not even that much stuff. No, I went up to Weeper.
Yep.
Weeper's the place. Don't even bother baiting your hook. You throw your hook in bare, pull it straight up, and you got heaps of fish. Because they're like grass on the ground. There's just so many of them. And they're packed so tightly together that you can't help catching them. They only sell bait to tourists.
Yeah.
People have never been there. Ooh, look at that crab. Look at the blue swimmer. See all the blue on it? Sand crab. Call it a blue swimmer. Long legs.
You got more of those cairns down there. Eats more.
Yeah. They're deadly poisonous.